The Venezuelan Andes are well known for their fantastic landscapes, as well as the peaceful life of this area. However, as you will soon see, these Andes are also a #1 spot for a fabulous vacation and adventure. The state of Merida is located in the heart of these Andean mountains, some of which reach 16,000 feet and are the highest peaks in Venezuela. Merida also boasts the longest cable car in the world. The capital city, also known as Merida, is located along a plateau at 5,000 feet altitude. Although it is a modern city, it still maintains the flavor of its people, an ancestral heritage of the original Timoto-Cuicas indigenous peoples. The Andes offer possibilities for many sports, as well as the traditional one of hiking. We are in downtown Mérida City. Here, in the middle of a traffic jam, we will experience with Gerardo Lopez the thrill of the pendulum jump from one of the 3 viaducts in the city. I've been doing pendulum jumps for almost 10 years. For an adventure sport, it is very safe because everything is controlled. And best of all, it is not dependent upon the weather. We use hiking ropes passed underneath the bridge. One end is tied to the bridge and the other to our body. Then we jump into the void and balance from one side to the other. Ropes can resist up to 2,500 kilos of weight.
Y aquí simplemente la usamos para balancear. Y en el momento que decido trabajar con turismo, para mayor seguridad ponemos 4 cuerdas.
With the tourists, we use 4 ropes for extra security, along with padded hiking harnesses for more comfort.
Para brindar seguridad y confort a la persona que decida hacer la actividad. Las características de la
With minimum fitness, anyone can do the jump. Men, women, older people, and even youngsters, with the necessary authorization of their parents.
Muy importante esto, ¿no? Estamos acreditados por el Estado. Ahora vamos a un poquito de adrenalina, ¿eh? Estamos en el puente. Ya estamos acá arriba. Vemos un poco ahí abajo. Me da la señal ahí, dile a Luis. Háblame como está hablando Luis, por favor. Invito a todos. Ok, chao a la gente que está acá arriba. A volar.
It was great. At first it seems like being on a gigantic roller coaster, up to the moment when you feel the tremendous attraction of gravity.
Now we are on the way to the area known as the Towns of the South, or Pueblos del Sur. A great area for mountain biking with Daniel Moreno, an expert in the sport.
Merida is an ideal place for mountain biking. There are excellent routes with great ascents and descents, as well as crossing tracks.
This route is a non-stop ascent of nearly 3,000 feet to the first plateau and demands the skills of advanced mountain bikers like Daniel and his girlfriend Nuria. Barbara and Alejandra are trying their very best in their first try on this tough route. Should you wish a milder climate, you can try working out in the cloud forests which surround the city of Merida, where you will find trails crossing up and down the hills.
We truly enjoyed ourselves. Come to Merida to do mountain biking. Today was a day to try something different. I never did mountain biking before. You have to do it.
Canyoning is another growing sport all over the world, and Merida is the ideal place to come due to the countless cascades coming down from the peaks. Any person can practice canyoning, but you have to be determined and willing to work at it, because your adrenaline will be flowing all along the route. You'll be walking, sliding, rolling, and rappelling down waterfalls, dressed with neoprene wetsuits, harnesses, and equipped with special static mammoth canyoning ropes. You face a personal challenge in a totally natural environment.
simply wonderful, a spectacular contact with nature.
And I will do it again with great pleasure.
What can I say about canyoning? It's an amazing, unbelievable experience. If you really like sliding down rocks, jumping into the rivers and abseiling down waterfalls, you should definitely do it. And even if you don't, you should still do it.
Should you wish even more adventure, then the 400-foot Las Gonzales Falls are waiting for you to go for it. Yet another sport to practice in the Andes is paragliding, which has evolved into a highly portable, inexpensive, and safe way for people to realize their dreams of flight. A paragliding pilot launches himself by running down the slope of a hill into the breeze. Sometimes the canopy inflates over his head almost immediately and lifts him away from the ground. Tandem flights permit the avid tourist who is searching for adventure an opportunity to soar and experience the feeling of flying with the help of an expert pilot, aiding him to feel the excitement of actually flying, an age-old dream of mankind. No engine noises from cars or planes, only the breeze in your face and ears. It is possible to talk to the pilot, other paragliders, as well as people below you on the ground. It's completely different from flying in a small plane, ultralights, or helicopters. Here it is you against gravity, sensing the freedom of moving in 3 directions. The amazing geography and xerophytic vegetation found here are totally different from the usual Andean flora. The launching plateau is located at 5,300 feet above sea level, whereas the landing area is 3,000 feet below the launching plateau. The spectacular open view and the conditions of dynamic winds, especially in the afternoon and at sunset, make Tierra Negra de las Gonzales one of the top 10 places for paragliding in the world.
Raul Penso and Niels Bierbal have been in the business for more than 10 years and are among the best in the area. They gave us the necessary support for these outstanding flights.
Once you have flown, you will walk with your sight towards the sky because you have been there and you want to go back. Leonardo da Vinci. On our way to the Sierra Nevada foothills of Merida, we enjoyed a leisurely horseback ride at Finca Yegua Blanca, White Mare Farm. Sylvie and Jackie have been living here for many years, captivated by this Paramo land at almost 7,000 feet altitude. In this idyllic location, with the view of the Humboldt Glacier, they raise and train horses and share their passion with their guests. There is a mixture of often subtle smells and scents of nature, the sweat of horses, leather, and smoke from the campfires. We are now in the Sierra Nevada foothills in the Sinigüis River Valley, a great archaeological site not well known by most people. This is also the rafting home of Arasari Trek and its owner, Tom Evanue.
Well, we first showed up in 1996 with our first raft, a big yellow rubber boat, and people looked at us very strange because they had never seen anything like it before. The rivers are excellent, and so it became popular quite fast. People start to know about the company, about the rafting, and now it's very well accepted already.
The tour starts with a training session in the boat warehouse, and later on the shore and in the river to prepare everyone for what is to come. Special emphasis is placed on signs, calls, paddling safety, and rescue procedures. The words forward, backward, stop, paddle, hold on are all the main vocabulary we will hear in the next hours and days. Here we go. After all this excitement, we're ready for the real experience the next day. Early in the morning, our hearts beat faster and faster. We're ready for the fun. Rafting fever possesses our souls and rises more every time.
When I saw that, I thought, okay, if I have to go through this, it looks really scary. But then we jumped in the boat, we did it, and okay, it felt good. It was lots of adrenaline.
We can't wait for the next day, and here we go again. Let's rock and roll.